Hello, guys. Welcome back. And of course, we just came out of the theater. And what the hell did we just saw?
Terrifier 3.
Terrifier 3. And I'm going to straight up say this. I did not see the first or the second. So this is going to be kind of a different perspective of a person who did not see the other two. But I did see the third one, of course. And it's kind of like maybe if, people who never seen the first or two could get into this and could understand what is going on, just barely coming into the franchise. And of course, we heard a lot of things about this. You guys are big fans, The Boy and the Ocean. Because I could just see.
I'm not.
So basically, they have T-shirts and they have Terrifier in it. Like the merch.
Gee.
And I thought they were big fans. That's why.
I'm a fan.
All right, you're a fan, but
I
this
like
is
art.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love art as well. I think he just became one of my favorite, not the favorite, my favorite serial killer. I think he became one of my favorites. He's up there. He became, one of the tops.
He's fun.
Yeah. So basically, what is this movie about? Basically, this is a bloody, gory, disgusting film that I suggest you guys don't get popcorn because you're going to feel sick if you have a weak stomach. And trust me, is this spooky or is this like, is there, kind of scary stuff here and there? I don't think it's that scary, like it'll jump you out of your seat. It's more disgusting if anything else. And for sure, I think this is one of the movies that I never suspected going into this.
That's why I wanted you to watch it.
Yeah, so going to see this for the first time ever and seeing this much kind of gore, it's like a different kind of pacing. Because we've seen a lot of other like films with horror films that they don't go above and beyond. Instead of raising it up to 5, they go up to freaking 11.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do love this a lot. And for me, I think no one is safe in this film. I think every single time I keep coming, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because everybody was dying here and left and right. I do think this is a very fun movie for sure to go see with, basically on Halloween if you guys want to go see it then. Because obviously this is pretty good.
It's a Christmas movie though.
Yeah, exactly. So I keep hearing with the thing about these two films were basically, what was it, Halloween, correct?
Not this one. This one was
the first two.
The first two are in Halloween, yes.
So why did this took place in Christmas?
I'm not sure why it was, but I'm glad it did.
He probably wanted to continue the biblical themes.
Yeah.
So
which was played a lot in the second one.
A lot, yeah.
Very much a lot.
So yeah, so go ahead, boy, explain it us to like what is Terrifier, what is art?
Well, I got pretty much into Ocean's the one who showed me Terrifier.
Oh, okay.
She fell asleep the first time, and I finished the whole thing. So then I watched it halfway again when he woke up, or the next day. The first one's pretty much very different. The whole beginning, it's pretty much only in the ending, which continues the ending. The first one's like the beginning of the second one.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize there was a big time skip in this one. I thought it was only going to be like a year from the second one, but it's 5 years. Yeah, it was 5 years. And I know we missed a little bit of the beginning, so I don't know what I missed.
I'll explain it to you, yeah, but later. This is not spoiler. This is what you feel about the film.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I liked it. They did, the showtime, they did lower it down by like 30 minutes. The second one's 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
That's a long time. This one was just 2 hours, a little over 2 hours.
2 hours and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I for sure felt like he wanted to have like an extra few more minutes in there, but I feel like a lot of people complained a lot in the second one about the time. So
that's what I get.
Yeah, so I feel like he had to cut it down a little bit.
So what is this? Do you think this is the best Terrifier film, or do you think the other two previous ones are a lot better?
I mean, I think I like that last act a little bit more in the second one. That was like a whole 30 minutes.
What?
It was long.
I hear a different opinion. Okay.
Honestly, I thought the last part was a dream at first for a good few minutes.
Well, yeah. Well, don't worry. We'll explain to it in spoilers, but please just continue, like just talking about what you feel about the film.
Yeah, but
is the other first two was just a little bit better pacing? Was there more gore in the first one?
Well, the editing was a lot superior in this one than the second one.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
remember this? What was it? Well, when was the first two basically?
Well, the first one came out like 2016, I think, around there, and then the second one.
Well, his first movie is All Hallows Eve.
which is like in the 2009 or something.
Yeah.
Or 10.
Yeah.
So basically, the first Terrifier came out in 2016.
Oh, wow.
The second one came out in 2022, and this one came out this year.
Yeah.
But the first movie he was in was All Hallows
There was
Eve,
an original
which
one.
is a separate.
Oh, All Halloween's
All-
Eve, something like
yeah.
that. So that one's 2013.
Oh, 13. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was technically where he actually first appeared.
There's a second one. I didn't know. There's a 2015 one. So
Oh, I didn't know.
yeah, I don't know. So this is kind of crazy. So this is kind of like a remix, right?
Yeah. I thought this was a fun
Remake.
movie.
Yeah.
I like this movie.
Oh, that's
It was
good.
fun.
That's good. At least you enjoyed it. You think like from those people from who watched the original one could appreciate this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you like the first two, you'll like this one. You'll like it. Which it seems like that's what people actually do like. They like this one better than the first two.
Yeah, so you like it. All right, Ocean. So tell us about your opinion. Do you think they live up to the expectation as the previous ones, or you think the other ones are a little bit lot better? Tell us about what do you think about this film?
I thought the second one was better. I really liked the symbolism and how they shot that one. I liked the length of the second one. And I just feel like the characters were a little bit better. And there was more like fun lore in the second one. Like there was a lot of cool stuff going on.
Yeah.
And it also like took a break, which I think this one needed. Like they had like a party before like the final act, and this one they just kind of like she's just kind of like suffering the whole movie, and then the final act happens and then it's done. It's like
That's why I felt like he cut time.
Yeah,
Because I feel like he needed the extra 30 minutes.
it needed more time. So, and the final act was just kind of but it was okay. It was fun. It was kind of funny. It kind of sucks to see a Christmas movie in October. Like I have a thing against that. That kind of makes me mad.
Oh.
But if it was in November, I would be way more excited about it. It was fun. Yeah, it was fine. I liked it.
There you go.
It was fun to watch.
So you think this is the best horror film that you saw this year?
No.
Like,
I don't
nope.
like slashers, so.
Oh, okay, that makes.
But
oh, yeah,
but
keep
Art
going.
is probably the best slasher, I want to say, and Ghostface. Art and Ghostface.
Is he your favorite serial killer? I guess you could kind of.
He's mine so
Yeah,
far.
he's cool, but like I don't like any of them.
You don't like maybe? Come on, you
I
gotta
just
have
don't
at
like
least
the
one.
genre.
She
Genre.
just
But
said,
I just said
Scream.
he's my favorite,
Oh,
but I don't
oh.
like the
Ghostface.
genres.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think I do agree with theirs for pretty much almost
Yeah.
I think all of it. I think the characters were
Like
more fleshed out in the second one.
They did a flashback of the second movie, and I was like, "Oh, great! You're showing us a cooler movie."
I hate when movies do that, and I was
Now back to this movie.
yeah. I mean, it was like only 2 seconds, but
Yeah.
it's
But
like
I was like,
still-
"Look how cool!
Yeah.
Look at this character. Like, the main character. She's great in that second movie, and yeah, I don't know. It's
She was fine in this one.
She was fine.
But like as for a character standpoint, it was like fleshed out way better in the second one.
They were trying to do like the post traumatic
yeah, I know
type of thing, and that was like kind of done pretty well. Like I could feel like how she felt, but they just didn't give her enough time. Like everyone just kind of was like, "Oh, she's crazy," and then all of a sudden he's there. Like they needed more time in between that.
Yeah,
I agree with
like they talked about a party, and I thought they were gonna show something like that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because in the last one she took ecstasy like at the party,
Yeah.
and then she goes to fight him in her Halloween costume.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, that's so cool," but
This
Yeah.
one, it's like they skip. It feels like they cut a scene, like or something.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like there was
felt that
something
too.
there, cause like they're just suddenly there at the house.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll go right into
Yeah.
spoilers. Don't worry, I got you. So obviously, yes, we definitely do love it. I think we all could agree. We do like Terrifier 3. It's pretty good, and obviously, this is a budget only for $2 million. They're gonna make their money back. They definitely
they-
will.
they already did.
Yeah, exactly, easily. So obviously, coming into this film, I didn't expect much of it, but I actually enjoyed it much more than I expected. Yeah, the ending or the final act, I kind of got lost a little bit because it's probably because I didn't see the first other two. But we're gonna explain more into that because I do love it, but I'm not that in love with it. I do enjoy it very much, but I wish I could have probably seen the other ones and maybe I could have get it right away. So if you're just coming into the franchise, probably don't go to the very beginning.
No, you could just like the first one doesn't really have to do with the second one. You could start at the second one.
Oh, so just second one. So what was about the first one then?
They
The
explain it
first-
in the beginning a little bit.
The
Yeah.
first one was kind of like its own thing, and there was different characters. Like he has.
I
the
like how
shirt
it
with
was
the first-
shot. Like,
There's different girls in it, and then the second one has Sienna in it, and then the third one picks up with
Which-
Sienna.
Oh, so the
This-
first one doesn't really
so-
connect with
No,
so
it.
it's
the-
not meant to have a
yeah.
sequel.
Oh.
The sequel was crowdfunded.
Oh,
yeah.
So
He-
everyone loved the first one so much, he decided to make a second one, and that has a new character in
Well,
it.
the second
That makes
movie is
sense.
what he really wanted to make.
yeah, that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense because a lot of people basically love the first one, and I guess there's some reasons that we'll get into why not a lot of people like the second, maybe this one, if it is true.
Mm.
Because there's people that have mixed reactions to this.
Well,
Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, the gore is good, the characters is amazing. I like Art. What is he? Mine or
He's a clown.
Yeah, Art the clown. I love him.
Yeah.
He played his role right, and I do love his scenes. Do you guys love the humor here? Because I love
well,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
do.
was-
That's like I liked his humor in the first one and the second, the third. They know how to write his character because he's just a silly clown. I thought the whole scene was funny with the Santa and stuff like that. But
Yeah, and I could see this becoming more into the franchise of the new genre as well. I think I could see a fourth one for sure
Hmm.
because it looks like it's leading up to that.
no,
Yeah, and maybe could he go up to 6? Maybe
I don't know. It
Probably.
depends on where he wants to do with
Yeah.
them. I mean, I could see there maybe being 5.
Yeah, I could see it. Maybe I think 6 because I think that's going to be the sweet spot for him. But because I think he does have this vision and he does it.
Yeah,
he
he
does it
does,
very
yeah.
well. That's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that they added so much lore into the second one because they kind of like
That's
how
what
it was
I-
more mysterious.
I
in the
liked
first one.
Yeah, that's what I think
But,
it was.
I thought it. I don't know. I kind of thought that too. I like the first one, but there's nothing wrong with the second one either. Like I like the lore. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't wait to see like the first two if it is kind of similar to this. But I think I like the slashing part the most instead of the whole. I didn't like.
You'd probably like the lore
Afterworld
more
or
if
something.
you watch. You'd like the lore and sandbox around it.
Yeah.
You probably like watch the second one more
Yeah.
because the first one is just like a standard serial killer. Like,
Oh,
killing stuff. Like
see,
that.
that's what I kind of wanted. I wanted like a down to earth kind of.
That's
thing.
the first one.
Oh, really?
You would
Okay.
you'd probably like the first one a lot.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like literally Final Girl fighting him
Okay.
almost the whole movie, basically,
All right.
in a whole scene.
All right. So let's go to final verdicts. Go ahead, boy. Since you're the biggest Terrifier fan amongst us.
I think I give it a B plus.
B plus. Ooh, nice. So what hold it back for you?
Well, like it just felt like there was the last act was just
The final act?
and a little bit between that, I feel like there was something that was there that didn't make it to the final cut. I don't know if there was or not, but it definitely I felt it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious
Yeah.
why, if there was like something there, they kind of cut it off. It just feels like what is there a reason to cut it?
Yeah.
You guys are already like super like rated R for mature.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Well, you probably heard people complain.
That's
too
why,
much
yeah.
lore. It's too long.
Oh, that
Like-
could be
Because
it.
I think he's
So-
trying to please the fans
Yeah,
a
because
little
it's
bit.
crowdfunded. So.
Yeah, which I mean, he has a vision there and stuff like that, but I think he should stick with his heart and try to actually do what he wants to do with this film and go take it to where it is, because he's taking it where he wants to.
Oh yeah, he
But
is.
like I feel like he's putting on the brakes a little bit. At least I did in this film.
yeah,
And I feel like he put most of like what he thought was good in the second one. That's why it was that long. That's why he chose those scenes and did all those scenes. Cause like there's like a scene where Art's doing a bunch of stuff in the store. Like
yeah.
there was
Oh.
I guess a whole background on like a bunch of stuff he did
Yeah.
that they picked the best ones for that scene and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see it. All right, so B plus. Of course, there's some things that, of course, It's funny how the ending. It seems like we all having our
Well,
issues
because like
with.
it just felt so.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't
Yeah.
worry. We'll explain more. I'm kind of excited to talk about it. So, how about you, Ocean? What do you thought of this film? What is your rating?
I'd give it a.
It's okay to hurt his feelings.
Like, I guess like a B
Okay.
for what it is. Like, I'm not gonna like on my personal taste, maybe a C, but for it's a slasher movie, so I'm gonna rate it like on what it is. So I would say like a B.
A B.
Yeah.
She was laughing the loudest in the theater.
You
Just
were,
saying.
actually. You were.
Yeah, it was funny.
So there
Like,
was.
yeah, it's a fun watch, but it needed some more characterization or something.
Yeah, I can see it. So yeah, I like this. I'm to be honest, I'm a fan. I enjoy it, but I do kind of hate it where it was kind of going, especially in the final act. And I was like, oh, oof. I was like, they kind of didn't stick the landing. I wish they did, but I do love the characters very much. I want to see more of him, and I do want to see this vision being completed. And obviously, they're going to make their money back. It's going to be amazing once it does. And when you see this film for the first time, you're going to be prepared yourself. Bring a little bag, maybe, because people are going to vomit here and left if you have a weak stomach.
They already did.
Yeah, I wasn't, the boy wasn't even freaking sick at all. He was just eating popcorn.
Because I know it's fake. And
Well-
it looks fake. So,
Well, yeah,
like,
of
none of it
course.
looks real. But
Well, didn't you guys tell me like in the first one people were like vomiting or something? Because
in
it's so
all
disgusting?
of them, that's
There
what
you
everyone
go,
says.
see?
Uh,
So you got to get their perspective of them. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine if your, like your great uncle Ben comes in and just start freaking vomiting because he saw like Frankenstein instead of Terrifier.
well, the people want to know, are you going to watch the first two?
Oh, of course. Well, they don't care probably, but yes. So yeah, because obviously this is a good film. I do like it to some extent, but obviously I wish they stuck the landing. Maybe they should have got rid of some parts in it. Maybe a little bit down to earth. That would have been more appreciated.
No,
One
it
thing-
was too down to earth. He's not human. I wanted something more like fantastical, like the second one.
Well, that's the problem that I'm having issues with.
Yeah, this,
That's the thing. When I went into this, I was like, oof, I wish we didn't put that in, but okay. So either way, I do enjoy this. I'm definitely going to give this a B plus for one of the best films of horror film. Not the best horror film out there, but pretty good best slasher kind of
in a
film.
while, at least, I would say.
Yeah, of course. There's always garbage in this year, but there is still these little amazing stuff. And I gotta find out what the heck why they didn't this Christmas instead of the Halloween, because apparently there's some sort of lore, right, in the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that we'll talk.
now, why he woke up on Christmas is an interesting one.
Yeah, I guess
Uh,
because the fans wanted it to be Christmas, right?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm reading here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of
So-
people like Christmas horror, so
So,
it was
yeah.
probably just a reason to do a Christmas horror because it's always fun.
Yeah, so I don't know if it breaks the lore for it, but maybe
No,
they're...
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, so maybe, but that's what people wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah. So either way, that's our ratings, and that's what we think of Terrifier 3. And if you haven't not seen it, you should go ahead and see it. Don't see it with kids though, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, no.
Absolutely not. So yeah, definitely bring a little doggy bag just in case if you have that weak stomach. But until then, we will see you guys on the next movie review.